One of the first times that I actually kind of remembered that somebody was pinpointing me because of the color of my skin, I was on vacation in New York City with a friend and we were shopping in Chinatown. I was just in like a little boutique. And the store owner, and of course I'm not the only one in the store, mind you, but the store owner was walking around about 5 to 10 feet behind me the entire time I was in the store. It's not something that I let box me into this negative emotion. It's like, okay, August, you are witnessing what's going on, you're understanding what's going on, but don't let it affect you. I'm very much the type of person that, like, if you hate me for some reason, it's really hard for me to like let go emotionally so that you see that you've affected me. So it was just really important for me to just kind of keep doing my thing. I ended up not giving them any of my money, but I didn't let it stop me from browsing. Maybe I wanted to prove that, like, hey, we're not everybody is menacing, not everybody is somebody that you have to look out for. A lot of times people just kind of look at the color of our skin and they just inherently think they're dealing with illegal things. I've seen it. I've gone again, been walking through a store, and this is always kind of things that I kind of notice out the corner of my eye, and I just don't acknowledge it because you just have to pick and choose your battles in general. I've walked through the store and noticed, you know, I'm walking by somebody minding my business and they kind of hold on to their purse a little tighter. There's a certain power that I think we have with, you know, not overreacting to someone else's stupidity. I think things in San Antonio are superficially tolerant, and I love my city, and people don't recognize the fact that there's a racial issue in San Antonio because there's a stereotypical minority that's the majority here. But anybody that's lighter than us have an issue with us. I have actually been pulled over 4 times in San Antonio for absolutely no reason. Very first time I remember I thinking, how absurd is this? Because this officer probably just saw a black male and wanted to pull me over just to see if he could find anything on me. And I was just driving down Bandera, minding my own business, playing Mariah Carey. Like I was in a Buick Century. I was in the most unthreatening scenario. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I don't have any lights out. I didn't run a red light. I was completely stopped at the stop sign. I used my blinker, valid ID, my insurance. My music wasn't excessively loud, if that's even a thing that matters. I'm just trying to run through these scenarios when I see these lights behind me and I'm like, okay, it's because I look the way that I do. What else do I have to think? I do not think they're pulling over anyone else, you know, just randomly. I think it's very important for everybody to kind of have these aha moments and these eye-opening experiences. But the only way to exact really effective change is to go and speak up and rally together with like-minded people to make things happen. There's plenty of people that are out there on the streets that are not black that just get it. The root behind Black Lives Matter, the root behind standing up for these men and women that have been murdered is that we just have to have change. There's been hundreds of years of people turning a blind eye and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. But just because you ignore the fact that your house is on fire and you don't call the fire department doesn't mean that your house isn't going to burn down. You know what I mean? You have to actually address the scenario for there to be some kind of a change. There's all of these things that are just a part of our daily lives that we don't think of. These practices started long before any of us in this room existed. I don't want to seem cynical because I'm not a cynical person, but it's hard for me to fathom a world where these issues don't exist. It's so entwined in, like I said, our judicial system, the way that our neighborhoods are designed by architects. I mean, it's just so ingrained in our society, even the colorism within our own community. I would like to think that, you know, there's gonna be this change and everybody's gonna wake up one day and we're all just gonna love each other and talk about things that actually matter. But I don't know when that'll be.